to talk for a few minutes around the program because you're going to have the opportunity to hear from both Cara and Fabio. But I will talk just a little bit around the background and maybe the purpose, and then try to bring some of the key points to life. So this is the 8th year that we are recruiting onto the Future Leaders program in the downstream business. The background to the program is that we had a relatively similar program working across our European refineries business for about 20 years. And in 2010, we started to look at our talent pipelines, and we realized that that would be an excellent program to form the basis for FLP, as we call it, and that we actually wanted to take that to all of our downstream businesses and give it a global footprint. So as you will hear in a moment, and we'll talk about a little later, the Future Leaders program works across all of our businesses globally. We currently have around 80 participants. There's roughly a 50-50 male and female split on the program. And I would say around 90% of the participants who join us on the program do so without having any experience in the oil and gas sector as well. And what we're really looking to do is to hire people onto the program who we feel have significant potential to advance within the downstream business. And how we do that is we hire into a specific role. So we'll talk about those roles in a little bit, but you'll find them on the FLP pages of the BP careers site. And we hire into a specific role. So you can only apply for one role each year, and you can select whether you'd like to work in a commercial, sales, marketing, or retail role, or in technology. It doesn't matter which one that you choose, they're all part of the program, but we'd encourage you to choose the one where you think your past experience is most applicable. And when you join us in that role, that becomes the first rotation. And you would be in that role for 2 years, and then we would be working with you to identify the second rotation. And that is largely based on your development needs and the business needs at the time. So we'd work with you to identify the best opportunity for the second rotation. It could well be in the same business and the same country that you joined us in for the first rotation, or it might be that it's in a different business in a different geography. The geography really becomes a latter consideration. We're primarily focused on your development and getting you the best opportunity so that you can graduate the program at the end of the 4 years with a promotion. We're often asked about developing capability, so we provide some very structured learning on the program, predominantly around leadership and personal development. A lot of the technical development is on the job, so as you'll see on the slide here, 70% is on the job, 20% of the learning is through working with your peers, colleagues, and teams, and then 10% will come through formal learning as well. And that can be technical learning as well. So we're conscious that people who do join us from outside the industry will need some time to get up to speed with the technical aspects of the job. Clearly, you're bringing transferable skills, but there is support and training, obviously, for the technical aspects of the role as well. The program, I'm really pleased that there's a small team of us doing the recruitment for the program every year. The average intake is probably 12 to 15 folks. Once you join, and the program is run by the talent team in downstream, and there's a dedicated support team within the talent function who look after the program and make sure everyone has a mentor and a buddy. They're responsible for running some of the global events whether they're face-to-face or whether they're virtual, and ensuring that the program is providing the development opportunities both within rotation, but they also take care of rotations and graduations from the program as well. So there's some very specific dedicated resource, as well as business sponsors. I think it's worth saying at this point in the program, the CEO in downstream is the sponsor for the program, along with the head of HR. So being in the 8th year, we have really strong sponsorship from the business, and they're proactive about how they engage with participants on the Future Leaders program. As you would imagine, a business the size of ours, networking, building relationships with others, coming back to some of the points already covered around values of one team, is really, really critical to being successful, both within BP and on the program. So I've already mentioned that there's a mentor and a buddy, but that's something that we proactively promote for FLPs, both formally and informally, in building your networks within the organizations. And then I'd just say around distinctive capabilities, you may understand them, or they may be a little bit more familiar outside of BP as disciplines, but we call them distinctive capabilities, and they're the areas that I've mentioned that we're hiring into this year, whether it's commercial, retail, sales and marketing, or technology. And the discipline or the distinctive capability that you are recruited into and join us in is the distinctive capability that we look to develop you in, both during the 2 rotations onto the program, but also when you've graduated for the program. So I just wanted to make it clear, it's not an opportunity to undertake one role in commercial and then another in technology on the program. We're looking to develop you within the distinctive capability that you join in, and any technical learning is really tailored to that. And then we'll be looking to develop your potential within the organization, within that distinctive capability post-program.